My trip in India started in New Delhi, where I spent 2 days exploring the city, trying out the local food as well as getting my first glimpse of the Indian culture. I had a rocky start when I first came off the Airport Metro Express and getting acquainted with some of the infamous scammers in New Delhi. During these 2 days of visit, I missed a few tourist spots due to the restrictions of the India Independence Week. And if that's not challenging enough, my overnight train tickets, which I bought from the Indian official railway website, turns out to be an unconfirmed ticket from New Delhi to Varanasi. Nevertheless, by some stroke of luck, I made it through the night. Alright, finally made it to Varanasi after a long, dragful 14-hour train journey from New Delhi. I was making my way to my accommodation when I came across a huge puddle of water which I cannot cross because of my luggage. So I hopped on a tricycle for the rest of the journey. Made some friends at hostel quickly before heading for lunch. Came to this restaurant called Silver Spoon and the menu seems to have a lot of things to offer. Having had some basic food in New Delhi, I'm pretty excited to check out what food they have at this restaurant. First proper meal in Varanasi. The vegetable looks fresh. Alright, lunch was good. After lunch, we took a short walk towards the Ghat at the Ganges River. And along the way, we encountered quite a number of cows as well as trishaws. Baby cows. It is very interesting to see the cows along the road and having the trishaws and people avoiding the cows. The streets of Varanasi was crowded and busy with lots of honking, but it is not as crazy as in New Delhi. After 15 minutes of walk, we finally reached the Kashi Chaat. Yes! Kashi Chaat is one of the oldest and most sacred ghats in the holy city of Varanasi. Besides being the main ghats in Varanasi on the Ganges River, it is also the liveliest and most colorful of all ghats. Go with the, now we are heading to get a boat ride. Go! Okay, we are on a boat with a group of people. Sit here. Rivers country. Pretty amazing sight here. Here we reach the Manikarnika Ghat, one of the city's oldest ghats. This iconic site is a storied spot for traditional Hindu cremations. At the Manikarnika Ghat, death is celebrated. Chants are sung every hour of the day and smoke engulfs the area day and night. In Hinduism, death is considered as a gateway to another life marked by the results of one's karma. After a long and serene boat ride, which passed by many ghats on the Ganges River, we are finally back to the Kashi Chaat. The Kashi Chaat is most famous for its Genki Arctic, or commonly known as the Holy Fire Ritual. The ritual is a lively and elaborate ceremony that takes place every day at dusk. as usual, cow right and a bit of the road resting. It's got some blessings. I'm gonna say some nice things, put a red dot on my head, and pay them some money. This is Varanasi in the night. We're gonna try some street food now. Everything for no entire reason. Yeah, and we are having some chaat, which is a snack. What's the name of this?
Tomato chaat.
Tomato chaat. It's spice. Kashi Chaat pretty much ends my first day at Varanasi. The Ganges Arctic was interesting, although a bit long for me. We had to stay on the boats until the whole event ends. When I reached my accommodation, it was pretty late. When I had my shower, the water ran out for me. I had to call the staff to check the water supply while my shampoo was still on my hair. It was quite frustrating and comedic at the same time, running around the premise as if the building was on fire. The next day, I woke up very early in the morning and head out for the morning boat ride at the Ghats. The morning was very cold compared to the daytime. I was pretty excited about the morning boat ride, as I heard that evening and morning boat ride has a different vibe at the Ganges River. And we are coming across the junction here. Our cables. We decided to start at the Ashi Gate this morning and finish the boat ride at the Daoshi Gate where we were at last night. Ashi Gate was further from us, so we decided to take a tuk-tuk there instead of walking.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Along the way, we came across a traffic jam, but luckily everybody was able to squeeze through. We arrived just in time at 5:30 to catch the start of the early morning fire ceremony. After the Aarti ceremony in the morning, people start going into the river to take their morning bath. We just finished a ritual in the morning at the Ganges River. So we start from here, which they just finished the ritual, and we're taking a boat ride all the way down to the end, somewhere around there. We just negotiated the price. It's 150 rupees, and we probably stop off at the main ghat. It's a morning ride to the river Ganges. An early boat ride on the Ganges River has become a ritual for travelers. It is the best way to witness the spectacle of the old age rituals in the river and on the ghats along the Ganges. The ghats, the stone steps that leads down to the Ganges River, are the center of activities in Varanasi. We took a boat along the ghats at 6 AM or so. There was little to disturb the stillness of the water. It was an experience. Warm clothes are needed, but the devotees were undressing and bathing themselves and praying at the various ghats along the way. The water is dirty and the smoke and smell, as with most of India, is unappealing at the least. But to the devotees, the Ganges is holy, and it and they deserve respect. After the We didn't get the morning sun today. It's cloudy, as you can see, but it's okay. I think we can kind of just soak in the atmosphere to see people bathing. Right? Just look at the amount of people that's bathing. Stay around the Ghats for a while before heading back to our accommodation for breakfast. So this morning we are having breakfast at the hostel. Food menu is a single page menu. Fixed breakfast, coffee, tea, toast, bananas, boiled eggs, cornflakes and milk. Okay, this will be my breakfast at this hostel at Varanasi. After breakfast, I chilled out at the hostel until lunchtime. For lunch, I went back to the same restaurant where I had my lunch yesterday as the food was good. After that, I decided to visit Kashi Chaat one last time for some snack before heading to Varanasi station for my next train journey. From my previous train experience from New Delhi, I quickly realized that my train ticket for Varanasi was also unconfirmed. However, this time I make it a point to go straight to C9 section in spite of having bought the overnight sleeper ticket. I found a berth there and shared with another passenger for the rest of the journey. Next destination would be Agra, where I will be visiting yet another 7th wonder of the world, Taj Mahal.